What's up guys, welcome back to Sideways Garage. In this video, I'll be changing the transmission fluid in my RX-8 to see if that makes a difference in the grinding gears and shifting at really high RPMs. I've been reading a lot of forums, talked to Garrett. It looks like transmission fluid can really make a difference in your transmission. For instance, Garrett was running just a O'Reilly's brand gear oil, and then he switched to something better, and that let him shift just like way better. So I read some RX-8 forums. People said to run the Redline MT90, so I'm going to be trying that. Let's go ahead and hop in the RX-8 and I'll explain what's going on. Alright, so here's kind of an explanation of the issue. If I'm at about 9,000 RPM, I just can't take it out of gear. So let's just do that really quick. Clutch all the way in, it doesn't want to come out until like 7,000. And if I try and like push it harder, so I'll do it again, it won't go in until about 6,000. So it just takes forever to even shift at all. And I think it's a combination of kind of a synchro issue as well as the transmission fluid just being too thick, I think, in this case. So we'll change that fluid and see if that changes anything. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, it's much later. I got distracted, but it's no longer hot as heck out, so it actually feels good in this garage. I'm gonna go ahead and get the car in the air, and then I'll take you guys under there to show you what it's like to drain the fluid. Alright, a little shake test. Yep, I ain't going nowhere. Perfect. Alright, let's get under the car and I'll show you guys what's down there. Okay, so under the car here, got the drain plug, and we've got the fill plug. Chris Fix always says to take the fill plug out first, just in case you can't get it out, and then you take out the drain plug and then you're screwed. So I'm going to do what Chris Fix says and take that one out first. So let's go ahead and do that. And if you're wondering, this is a 24mm socket. Gotta put the camera down because this is really difficult. Alright, so that's what I call the sound of me smacking my knuckles on just everything around here, but got the drain bolt loose. Not going to take it all the way off in case it starts dripping a little bit. Alright, so I'm actually using a little bag on my hand because I can't find any like nitrile gloves, but I'm doing this because if you haven't ever smelt diff fluid or gear oil, well, just imagine death mixed with rotten eggs and just whatever smell you hate the worst. That is what gear oil smells like. So really don't want to get this on my hands or anywhere for that matter. Alright, before I get the new fluid in, take a look at the old fluid. You can see it's honestly not as sparkly as I thought it would be. A couple of the other times I've drained my transmission fluid, it's ended up shockingly sparkly, a little concerning. Nothing I'm too worried about. I've broken shift forks and stuff like that before, so looking forward to a transmission rebuild in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at what I'll be using. I got this Redline synthetic MT90 weight, and I'll be using this. It's just a cheap Harbor Freight pump, but it works pretty good. You put one end in here and one end in the transmission, and then you just pump this until transmission fluid leaks out the fill hole, and it's super easy. The way I used to do it, if you don't have one of these, you can just take like a funnel, and I would just have someone else hold it like up here, and then we just use like a hose, run that from the funnel into the fill tube. Just like have someone else hold it here, and you hold the fill tube in. But I would just recommend getting one of those pumps. They're only like $10. and they make a world of difference. So yeah, let's get that set up and take a look at this fluid. All right, so here's the setup. It's labeled on here, in and out. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Yeah, okay. So it's labeled on here, in and out. So just put the in the oil, put the out in the transmission, and just go ahead and pump this. And you'll start feeling a little pressure in there, but it's just the fluid making its way over to the transmission. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for a little bit. It takes about half a gallon, and I'll let you know when it's filled up. All right, so we can see here the fluid is leaking out of the fill hole, so that means it's completely filled up. So I'll go ahead and get this fill bolted back on, and then we'll take a look at the results. As you can see, got the RX-8 back on the ground, got the fluid in there. Like I said earlier, it's super late, so I'm not gonna start my car right now. It's really loud. But I'll see you guys in 3, 2, 1. All right, and I'm back. It's actually been a couple days. I got a little lazy, but let's go ahead and hop in the RX-8 and see what we can do about testing this fluid. So yeah, let's get in here and see if it made any difference. So we've got the new fluid in. Just gonna go up here, same spot we went last time, and just do a little pull, show you guys, see if it's shifting any different here. So let's see. So immediately I can tell that it's coming out of gear a lot better. It's still a little hard going into gear, but I think that's more of a clutch related issue, which I'll probably fix either in another video or just never at all, because I don't really care. But I would say that the fluid change was definitely worth it. If you guys are having issues with your transmission, I would definitely just like go on forums and just see what other fluids people are using, because I was just using some like basic fluid before and switched to, I think it's called Redline or something like that. And now it's shifting a lot better. This isn't the first time I've driven it since changing it, so it's already been like broken in a little bit. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. All right, so I'm actually gonna end the video here. Maybe in another video, I'll take a look at the other clutch issue. I think it's either the slave cylinder isn't bled enough or needs to be changed, or there's something wrong with the clutch pedal and it's not going down far enough to be engaged all the way. Either way, I'll read some forums, look into it, see what other people have to say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Got the 2JZ, the BMW, we've also got the RX-7 engine to go in the RX-8 eventually, so yeah, make sure you don't miss out on any of those videos. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.